The Parliament panel chairman has attacked the newly appointed RBI governor, saying that he was part of the team responsible for destroying growth. In this candid conversation with my colleague Ruchi Bhatia, Veerappa Moily believes that RBI's autonomy dream will not play out.
For the country and nation, to be sustained, agriculture is number one and the primary thing. This is what Jawaharlal Nehru has said. When anything can wait, but not agriculture. Agriculture means what? It is the farmers. Their problem will have to be attended to first. When you get into this thing.
Right.
And it was the duty of the government of India to come out with some package to relieve them from this kind of a, heaviest debt indebtedness. That's what 2008 and 9 our UPA government had done it. Because at that time it was rampant, and that is how the 13 crores farmers got the relief of 72,000 crores. But what happened? The finance did not collapse. You remember, because immediately the money was paid to the bank. None of the banks now, even without resorting to such loan waiver, finance is collapsing, banks are collapsing, Reserve Bank and the government of India, they are in conflict and confrontation. That means to say what the duty government of India, if they apply their mind, take an objective decision, all these states need not declare the
in fact, you brought me to my next question, which was on the high level of NPAs that we are seeing in the banking system. You've had various meetings with the former RBI governor, with the banking sector heads as well. What's your own assessment?
My
Where does the problem
is, we have dealt with the NPA thoroughly. We have also suggested how you can get out of this mess. But government of India did not act, and Reserve Bank did not act, and consequently, it went on increasing. And instead of NPA, if they were resort to practical, pragmatic approach of resolving this problem, and coming to the rescue of the investors, and also to see that their credit needs are met. When one side the genuine credit needs are not met.
Right.
And that is how they get into NPA. That is the major reason, and they are not addressing it.
When you're saying that the bankers are not addressing it, what kind of measures has the Standing Committee on Finance suggested?
We have in the NPA report. We have very clearly said these are the measures will have to be adopted. None of these measures have been adopted either by the government or by the Reserve Bank.
You also studied the IL&FS issue very closely, sir. The issue of credit freeze in the economy, the issue of liquidity crunch as well. Have things really become...
IL&FS is a typical exam. You compare it to the Lehman Brothers. No, it is not at all comparable to that. It is because of the shareholders, particularly the allies of India. The public sector.
Yeah, exactly.
They just stopped financing IL&FS, and IL&FS is collapsing because that is the only institution which financed all the infrastructure projects, including the road sector, the power sector, everything. And when that institution collapses, the entire economy will collapse.
Right. In fact, I must also ask you on the demonetization report, sir, that is underway. We have seen some of the MPs who are not supporting that report. So where do things really stand?
It's not a question
now?
of some MPs supporting some other, but whether the demonetization is the right step.
Yeah.
Every economist in the world and in the country, they say that these economists, the demonetization and the GST, the raw form which they adopted, are disasters to the economy, and they are the draconian measures
which is exactly what the former chief economic advisor also said. But then why is it that the report that the Standing Committee on Finance
that is another question. But I think better you keep it pending to adopt, so that let the debate go on in the nation. That ultimately the debates they conclude that that these are the two measures which is draconian nature. The economy collapsed because of that.
I must also ask you, and this is going to be my last question, on the tiff between the centre and the RBI on the issue of autonomy. Now we have a new RBI governor at the helm of affairs, also at a time when the centre is looking at a new economic capital framework in order to deal with the issue of
reserve. How do you deal with that? Because if the present governor was the former secretary, was responsible and suggested demonetization and certain measures which really destroyed the economy of the country. If he continues as a governor, as a thinking that is a continuation of the job which he has performed as a finance secretary. God alone should save the country.
But do you believe, sir, that in terms of the issue of the autonomy of the RBI, that is at stake with
I am very doubtful. The manner in which he saved that, government is important. Government has to be focused. It has to be in the center in all the economic policies. And I am afraid the dream of autonomy will not come true.